Canadian Entertainment Podcast. It's a Canadian Entertainment Podcast. It's a Canadian Entertainment Podcast. It's a Canadian Entertainment Podcast, hosted by Ben Stagger.
Aha. Let's just see. I just need to see how this is looking. Because it would just be such a tragedy to record a whole thing and then it doesn't work, eh?
Absolutely. I saw you put a lot of hard work into the setup, and I would hate to just hang out for an hour and not get any stuff out of it.
Yeah, man. I put a good 40 in, and and the results show.
Yeah, I watched half of Saturday night while you got it ready.
And who is your favorite character?
Lorne, it's literally dead on.
Well, that's what I heard, but I can't help but feel a little cheated that they casted one guy to play your two buddies.
Oh, Kaufman and Henson.
Yes.
Puppet Man and Mighty Mouse guy.
A little faster would have been nice. It seemed like you had to think who they were, buddy.
I've only seen half of it. I haven't gotten to the Henson half yet.
Okay, I really want to watch that.
But
do you want to say screw it and just watch the movie?
Well, I was actually thinking that if they were able to get such a young actor to play Lorne and do such a good job being Lorne, that maybe that same actor could do a young Dr. Evil movie.
That's not a bad idea because they have the exact same voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think of the money they'd have to spend on bald caps.
They did one bald cap for all three movies.
That's so impressive. And let me guess. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, let me guess, he wipes his poopy diaper with that, too. Sorry, that's what I've been going on. I have to get these headphones off. They're really bothering me, but...
Yeah, I heard you talking a lot about poopy diaper on recent episodes.
Yeah, because it's hilarious. Anyways, so that is what in the industry we call a cold open, and that makes perfect sense because we're in Canada.
Yeah, I did notice. I guess maybe if we were in Miami or something, we would call it sort of a warm open.
You couldn't be righter. The closer we
I've never been, by the way. I don't know for sure. I've just read about it.
I want to take you there as soon as we finish this podcast. Has anyone ever hosted a podcast on a commercial plane before? Tell me the answer in 3, 2, 1.
No, because you couldn't fit an XLR cable into your carry-on.
That is so true. And that's why I think we need to be a bit more lax on airport laws. What do you think about that?
Yep. I think that some stuff has happened in the past that people completely overreacted about. And I used to be able to bring kind of whatever I wanted on the plane. I used to bring a gravity bong, volcano bong. I could do whippets on the plane. And then it feels like certain people felt certain ways about past events, and I think that was a little bit ridiculous.
Well, yeah, we were all broken up by the tragedy of Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
Was she Canadian?
I don't think so.
But if she was alive, you'd probably freaking lock her down, marry her.
Yes.
And take her to Newfoundland?
Yes, I would.
So cool.
I really want to take her to have Jake's dinner with my nan one day.
Oh my god, dude! Okay.
How did you know I was a newfie? By the way, am I that dumb sounding?
Yeah, God, I am really not. I'm not giving the viewers enough context, so I would love for you to introduce yourself. We have on the show the Canadian Entertainment Podcast, episode 21 for Blackjack fans. Anyways, we have Mr. Noah Maloney. Introduce yourself. What could you say about yourself in 5 words or less?
Grade 10 boy, confident, kind.
Oh, wow, you leave me speechless in 7,000 different ways?
Well, I was able to say that because I have it tattooed along my forearm.
Dude, you are one of the most elite marksmen I've ever met. You're such an assassin in thought and creativity. Okay, so
I'm actually a bit of an assassin on my Xbox 360 sometimes too.
what's your game?
Well, Assassin's Creed, of course.
Well, the thing is, I don't pay attention, as you know, to Xbox 360 and bullshit like that because they were a bit, dare I say, discriminatory about games they decided to release, and they never released a certain game by Square Enix featuring Final Fantasy characters and Disney characters called the Kingdom Hearts Saga.
They never released it?
No, they never released that on the Xbox 360 console.
It was a PlayStation exclusive.
It was a PlayStation exclusive, but now it's on the Switch. It might be on Xbox Series 1 if you're about that.
Well,
and what do you have to say about that?
PlayStation never got no Halo.
That's true.
PlayStation never got no Master Chief. And PlayStation never got that sexy blue hologram Cortana.
Oh. Who?
Master Chief's like helper.
Oh, okay.
How do I put this into ways you would understand? It's kind of like if your mommy followed you around everywhere and helped you.
Oh, so my literal dream. So tell me more about this Halo game.
Okay, so in Halo, you're able to customize maps and play with all your friends, and after you finish school every day, you can walk home with your friends and you can log right back on and you can play party games with them and stuff like that. And that's been really helpful for me during exam season coming up and shit like that. So, because it gets stressful. It's my second year doing exams and shit.
Yeah,
so
you need a bit. It's people say that video games can sometimes be junk food, but junk food for the brain, but people don't. You need de-stressors in your life, so I totally get that.
I definitely think that like Xbox games and shit like that could definitely be considered like junk food, but I don't think I'm gonna stop eating Snickers anytime soon.
Yeah, there's always room for a cheat day, and some years you have 365 cheat days. So I totally get it, my man. Do you mind if I have a drink of that?
Yeah, no, yes, please.
This is the Galifianakis episode. I'm doing a lot of awkward shit, right? So I'm...
Those were funny.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, eh? Some videos you see how many views they have, and you're like, I did not know there was this many people who are into the same humor as me.
And you know what's crazy? It's like, didn't you have to actually go to Funny or Die website to watch them for a while? Like, you couldn't watch them on YouTube?
Yeah, I think I do remember Xing out X Hamster and then going to Funny or Die to watch that. I think I do remember. I can't remember, though. You
know what? That's... So X Hamster... that implies that there should be an X Moose in Canada.
Yes, because X Hamster is an American website. I think there was an XXX fucking Canada Goose. Oh wait, that's where I spent $4,000 on a jacket.
Oh, so they rebranded to that name?
Yeah.
Know what I would think to myself? I swear I've seen this in a movie. So I see XXX Canada Goose. Oh, 30 Goose. Who has 30 Goose and how much does that cost? Because I think in Roman numerals and shit.
Right.
So I have a lot of dreams in Roman numerals.
Really?
Yeah.
When's the last time you had one?
5 years ago. It's so different when I don't have
I have always wanted to go there, by the way. Rome.
Oh, is it Rome? You should, right? Yeah, you should. Would you rent a car or would you just go by yourself?
I don't have a license, but I would probably hire a driver or something like that, or maybe an old family member would help me around, seeing as I am Italian-Canadian.
Now, don't take this the wrong way, but do they still ride chariots there? Do you need a chariot license or...
Yeah, and it's all in black and white still. I can't explain this to you.
So they would totally freak out because you're wearing lots of different colors. Man.
Yeah, thank you for noticing
what are you
that.
Today?
I've got my green army jacket on, and it's got a name written in it, which might mean that it was used in war.
Oh, cool.
Kind of interesting. And then I've got this sweater that says motocross on it, and then some bright blue pants.
Oh, nothing wrong with a pair of bright blue pants.
Well, they're kind of Homer pants.
Oh yeah, they are. But he doesn't always have so many pockets, right?
No, I was watching The Simpsons before this,
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to ask you if you ever noticed something about Principal Skinner. If you ever noticed something about him very specific about his physique.
So I noticed he has gray hair. Is that what you're perhaps commenting on? Or?
No, I was at home and I noticed Principal Skinner has a thigh gap.
Oh, okay.
If you look at Principal Skinner has a big thigh gap.
Okay.
Which, fuck it, it's in right now.
That is so true. Wow. Okay. So I gotta rewatch that.
Yeah, I guess The Simpsons predicted beauty standards and shit like that. Like they predict everything.
Yeah, they literally predicted so much stuff that's happened in my life. No, for real.
Your life, eh?
No, they did. They predicted. No, they predicted a lot of stuff, buddy.
I don't think it's gonna be that hard for anyone to predict your next poopy diaper.
Well, no, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I was about to say that they predicted me getting nominated for stinkiest diaper. Poopy diaper awards. Yeah, I don't know why my mind's going there these days, but it just sometimes happens, man.
Sorry, I coughed. I just had a cigarette before this. I had my first cigarette ever before this.
Wow. Did you enjoy it or no?
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting hooked.
Well, there's a lot of places to get them all over. I've seen so many places that be selling them.
Yeah, I don't think that I could really afford it right now with the whole inflation thing.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if you've
getting real
noticed that.
expensive.
I don't know if you've noticed that whole inflation thing going on right now, but
Yep, the dollar is getting lower and the prices are getting higher. Could you explain that to me? How the hell does that work?
right, yeah. So, you might have to bleep this out, but because I don't want like everyone to know how all the money stuff and everything works. But okay, so there's a bunch of small towns across Canada, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people there have a lot more kids than people in the city. So we only see kind of what goes on in the city.
Yeah.
So when you have all these people fresh out of high school having kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, naming them Brandlin and Tyler and shit like that, that amount of people goes up, but we aren't able to keep up with how much money we have.
Oh.
So because of all the formula and diapers that they have to buy for all these kids now, we don't have enough money to keep up. So stuff gets more expensive, and that's kind of why I'm not getting a new Xbox for Christmas.
Buddy, you just opened my eyes to a whole new world. What do you think we should do?
To bring inflation down?
Yeah.
I don't know. Switch to Bitcoin.
That's a good idea.
Get everyone into Bitcoin.
I saw an Instagram reel today where it was the first time Bitcoin has ever been mentioned on like a show or something. It was Jason Biggs saying it to a girl on some show.
Like it's a show from the past. Like that was the first time they talked
it was like
about
2012 or something, and she's like, "Yeah."
I wonder
Bitcoin?
what show he was in.
I don't know.
I want to watch that.
I think I liked the reel, so
Yeah, maybe you could send
I'll
that to
definitely
me.
send it to you.
That'd be
and
great.
I'll post it in the show notes. But yeah, so it was mentioned in 2012. I feel bad for the poor suckers who really sold off too early. What do you think of their luck?
Honestly, I can't blame them, because if the first mention in pop culture about Bitcoin was in 2012, I don't know if you remember this, the Mayan calendar told us that our lives were about to end.
Yep, I do remember that, and I guess it didn't happen.
Dude, on the day that you thought it was going to happen, didn't you want to just do the craziest shit ever?
Well, I did. I had the best day ever.
What'd you do?
Oh, I got so many packs of gummy bears, and I just threw a little awesome snow tea party outside. I built little like miniature stuff for all of them, and I even so I had a little table for them, and I like carved these little like snow mugs that they're sipping out of, and I actually just like kind of simulated like a whole life for them. Like some of them, wow. I did like a little graduation ceremony, and
that is so cute. Wow, you're so lucky.
What? Yeah, what'd you do?
I watched Family Guy and laughed my ass off all night.
Yeah,
I wasn't allowed to watch Family Guy actually until around that age.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you?
Well, one time I was allowed to watch Family Guy when I was young, And then my mom watched an episode with me, and then I wasn't allowed to watch it again.
What episode was it?
I can't remember.
Sorry, I gotta put the headphones back on. I was just hearing too much. I was just hearing too much. Like, you never see how. Oh shit. All right, we're good. So
We're good.
no, I think I just like these make me feel way more secure.
And you're into sound quality and stuff like that.
I know, and then I was just hearing, you know, sometimes I just hear like funny shit, you know.
Well, I think there's an event happening below us right now.
Yeah, there is, and I'm about to lose. I'm about to go fucking ape shit on whoever wants some.
Wait, I think it's a Sabrina Carpenter concert under us, actually.
Oh fuck, dude, were you pissed off? Are you pissed off at Barry Keoghan?
Yeah, I found out about this, and I know all about Livy Dunn, and that's who he cheated on her with, right? Did you know about that?
Oh, well, I saw the blind item that he went on a date in LA with an influencer with blonde hair. And what makes you think it was Livy Dunn?
I saw it on TikTok. They told me that it was.
Oh, shit, man.
Is he Irish?
I think he is very Irish.
You don't date Irish boys.
No, well, no, I've never trusted an Irish guy in my life because I saw The Irishman at a young age and I said, no, I just kidding. Much love. I love you. I love Bono. I love The Edge. I love all right. Of them. Heck,
Yeah.
I'm freaking married to an Irish Canadian.
True. What? How old was she when she moved here from Ireland?
I don't know, 10.
Damn. She like barely has an accent now.
Yeah, she masks it.
Really? Because
Yeah.
of society?
Yeah, it's not accepted in Canadian. It's hard. You know, she's in the dental industry too, and they just she has to mask it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You mask. Well, you are. So we're alluding to this earlier, but you are kind of like Newfoundland, and you're a bit from Newfoundland, and you're a little Italian.
Yeah, I would say I identify as Italian.
Yeah. Oh.
In more recent years.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up with the? So you don't. What about the Newfoundland side?
I couldn't handle the jokes.
Yeah,
And
I
it's too
get
far of
that.
a flight to go back home and visit my family and stuff. It's easier to go to.
Would you be worried that what happened in Comfort Away?
Well, I'm worried because
Happened
when that happened to Newfoundland, I got worried and I just was like, I can't let that happen again. I'm going to go fully Italian. But once I went fully Italian, now I'm scared that if something like 9/11 happened again in the States, that everyone would have to fly to Italy. And that would be kind of the same
true.
thing. So it's hard to like get close to stuff for me because I'm like always worried about Come From Away happening, like where people I love live.
True. Well, I think you should get a 23andMe and see if you have anything else in you, because if you have some other things in you, then maybe you'll feel less stressed about, like, you'll have different places to worry about, right? Instead of just like Italy and Newfoundland.
Yeah, if I found out maybe I was more spread across the world, then I wouldn't be less stressed.
Oh, frick, man. That's rough.
Yeah. I'm sorry to bring it down like that, but it is
Sometimes
scary.
life be like that.
It's scary once you're, because all the Come From Away characters are like based on my family.
Oh, they are.
So it's like then you go through your whole life kind of waiting for the next bad thing to happen. You know what I mean?
But think about this. Think on the bright side. If another bad thing happened, you could write a kick-ass Italian musical about what happened, right?
True. But I don't know. It's scary. My great grandma was the pilot of that plane, and my sister was her co-pilot, and and then the rest of all my cousins were watching movies on the little screens and stuff. So I was kind of freaked out.
That's really sad. Damn, you've had a rough couple of years, eh?
I know, and I've only been around for it's 16 years in December.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks. So
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've lived a lot longer at 15 than.
Well, yeah, because of all the stuff that's happened with your family, et cetera, like you've had it's been very tough for you. So you lost one half during that one thing, and then, if I'm not mistaken, you lost a lot of other family members in the Battle of Hogwarts. What?
Yeah, sorry. It just, as soon as I hear Hogwarts, I remember so much funny stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't think about that as much anymore. I don't know. I was really young for that
Oh yeah.
kind of thing, and it's not as interesting to me as like the come from away story.
Yeah. No, I get that. There was a lot that went on with it, so it's really not as interesting.
I don't mind it when my
it's fascinating.
well, my grandparents would make me a butterbeer too as a kid, so I didn't mind that. That's for sure.
God, I wish I could have one of your grandparents' butterbeer.
I know. Butterbeer is celiac.
Well, I don't know. I'll have to look it up, but I have a feeling that there's a spell that could make it celiac friendly, right?
True.
But that's
do you look at you being celiac as like someone put a spell on you?
Yep, it's a curse that's waiting to be broken, and I feel like one day I'm gonna find someone who is just like, who just sets it right with a wand and a spell and just a couple words that I haven't thought of yet, because I try a lot of stuff on my own trying to get rid of it, but nothing has worked yet.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You're interested in the Canadian entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Would you ever branch out and go and do something like Kill Tony?
Like I run my own Kill Tony, or
no? Would you go down and do it?
Depends if I'm allowed to rip a fucking nasty. If I'm allowed to go naked on stage and just rip a nasty one all the time. That's what I've been doing. See, on the podcast, it's a lot of this, but it's also been on stage too. I go on stage, shirt on, pants off, and I'm just farting up there.
And what do people seem to like it?
It's going over. It's going over better than anything else I've ever done before.
Yeah, you texted me the other night and said you've been having the longest streak of like sets the best sets of your life.
Yeah,
like you said, this is the most fun you've ever had on stage.
Yeah, it's been so fun. I just really just feel this is what I was meant to do.
And do you think you would ever, like if you were to do a special or something, would you consider doing a full poo or pee on stage?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but I would do it for sure.
Okay.
I'm ready. I'm just working my way up to that.
Sweet.
I'm working on I see. Yeah, so but a lot of the places like in Ontario and stuff are knowing my act, right? And stuff like that. So a lot of the places have been very nice and seeing how well it does, that they've been taking, like, they know before my set goes up, like they get rid of the stool and they put a toilet on. They put a toilet on stage.
I saw you do like a
mic.
The funniest fucking crowd work bit the other day. Where you farted at this guy. Like he was like, you were like right up on the stage, so your like bum was kind of like right at his face, right?
Yeah.
He's got like matzo sticks in front of him and stuff because you can get food at the clubs, right? So, and then I saw you do the funniest fucking crowd work thing. You turn around, you fart right at him.
Yeah.
And he fucking gets up and he starts farting right back at you. And I was like, I've never seen so much, like, was this guy a plant or something? You guys had so much chemistry.
Dude.
And it was like a 7-minute thing.
I know. And it's always those sets where it was like, I should have set up the tripod. I should have set up the phone.
Well, and because that wasn't pre-written, right? That was like off the cuff, but you can't really.
No, and the thing is, no one's doing what I'm doing right now on stage. So like,
well, since like old SNL.
Well, yeah, right? No, it's very inspired. Yeah, second season, right?
Because second season it was
Gilda Radner. She did.
Well, they would do 75 minutes of no dialogue, just farting.
Just farting. Yeah,
and then it would be like update at the end.
Yep. Exactly. So yeah, it is a bit of a throwback, but like I'm putting my own spin on it, so people haven't seen it for a while. But
Well, and the audiences are hungrier than ever.
they are
right?
really
Like,
want that.
you can get like your references from
Yeah.
like back then, but there's way more people on earth now. So like, think of the clubs with like back in the day, stand up clubs with Pryor and shit like that, and these were good shows.
Yeah.
There would only be 20, 25 people there, but because of like population growth, 25 people, like the shows you're doing now, what, 1700?
Yep.
Like on like a random like crowd work, like riffing, like barely even
Yeah.
row night.
Sometimes we just go to like at nighttime, like an Amazon warehouse, and we just set
Right.
up chairs there. And we
Well, I
just
love
freaking-
your closer right now.
Yeah.
When
It's,
you do the, it's like a crowd participation thing.
yeah. Where I shoved the chocolate Easter bunny on my my keister.
I know, and it's crazy to see you do, like, you wouldn't think your Easter material would have made it all the way to December, but people
No.
fucking love it, right?
Well, and also-
Easter's like, it's already further closer to Easter than before, so you might as well just do it till then.
Well, it is the holiest time of the year for the thing is that there is a bit of a religious spit. I just want people to think about what's beyond themselves, right? So like when I do that thing, it's part funny, but part also like think about it, right?
Well, I know you don't like getting into religion, but
Yeah.
the whole Easter thing is important because, like, just the idea of Jesus farting out that cross like that, like, that must have been so difficult back then. for
Yeah,
him.
it
And
really
then-
was. It wasn't accepted back then. And look, this was before second season SNL, right?
Yeah.
Where it really became like,
I know. I
Yeah.
always forget it was so close to first season.
I know. It was so close.
The first season was like a mess.
No, but it was after Chevy left, and then Gilda stepped up, and she did like a lot of like farting.
Yeah. I know. Well, Chevy Chase did SNL and then he moved on. And like a few years later, he did Community.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice how many fart noises are on Childish Gambino's music?
Yeah, he uses that like instead of he uses that
Like an 808.
Yeah, he uses that instead of 808. And that was a hats off moment.
Yeah.
Hats off moment to
I
him.
mean, it's in the name, Childish.
I know, and I don't even know what Gambino means yet, but it's Italian, right?
Yeah, it means kid.
Oh, cool.
So he's Childish Kid.
Oh.
So he's gonna throw some fart noises in there, and then like it makes sense you doing it in your act right now because you're like a kid at heart.
Well, yeah, but I'm also an adult at heart too.
You can be smart with it.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's kind of the difference.
No,
you
and
have.
as we saw with that 7-minute interaction with that guy who just started farting,
And I loved that. That was
Yeah.
so good.
and he,
I could film your sets.
yeah, he even stood up on his chair. He just started pissing.
No, seriously, and
It was
it was the first time I've ever seen someone fart, and you could like visually tell from the fart what they ate because he must have had corn on the cob because as soon as he started farting, it was like popcorn started shooting out of his bum.
yeah.
But it was good because we had a screening of Project X after the show, so people all had popcorn.
They did, and some people they didn't know how it was made, but some people said it tasted way better than a lot of popcorn that they have had other places.
Really?
Yeah, so it makes you think like maybe
Well, we drink cow milk.
yeah, exactly. And I've seen what cows stand and so like yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. But I've been loving the material. I've been loving the sets.
Yeah. I just
Funny.
I just want to just, that's just my new thing now, and it's totally, it's just
Yeah.
cool. It's just, a lot of people have been liking it, so I just hope no one's like, I'm just really worried about the Oscars this year.
Really? What are you
because
worried
I'm
about?
worried that I think I'm worried about him stealing that.
Do you think Jimmy Kimmel's gonna? Yeah. Have they announced the Oscars lineup? The Grammys got announced.
They must have, because why else would I be worried about it?
Well, I was thinking the other day about the Oscars. I was like, damn, there's so many movies every year.
Yeah.
Why would they only do one Oscars, or why is the list so short and stuff?
Yeah.
And I realized they can only do it once a year because how many people go to the Oscars? 10,000? Like
Something
10,000
like that,
celebrities?
Yeah.
All of them shit or piss in their pants at the end of the Oscars.
Yep.
So think of all it takes a year to do all the laundry of all the tuxedos.
Okay.
Otherwise they would do like, I don't know, 7 or 8 Oscars a year probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how the
That's a good way of
booking
thinking about
works, or if
that.
maybe the venue is not available. Like that's just what I would imagine, because it takes me like, I don't know, I do like an article of clothing a week.
Yeah.
Like you spread it out so you have one piece of clean clothing on at all times.
Yeah. Oh, that's smart.
You save money and time.
Well,
So
that's okay.
It's super smart.
Wow.
It's super
You
smart.
one of the smartest guests I've had on this show, man.
Thank you.
You're way smart. You're so smart for your age. What did your parents
study.
play you Mozart or anything when
No,
you were
they
up
actually played me Slipknot.
Oh, cool.
Because metal music, I don't know if you know this, is a lot more complicated than
it's very technical.
Yeah. And people just think it's loud, and no, it's like I see like math and stuff when I listen to Slipknot, and I do it's actually awesome. My teachers will let me wear like the like big spiky mask and stuff when I do my exams and tests and stuff, because I am definitely smarter when I like have like pins coming out of my head and stuff. So I don't know, but I'm just able to relate.
Do you let them do you ever put pencils in there at all?
No, but one time I did run after the principal and try to put my head up his ass.
Dude, how did he take it?
Well, it was a bit awkward because we had a substitute principal that day, and it was Principal Skinner.
Oh, okay.
And I tried to run into his ass, but then I just ran through his thigh gap.
Yeah, okay. Dude, oh my God. I didn't.
And then I had to take the mask off, and I had to run home and fuck off because the thigh gap was turning me on so much.
Oh my God.
That's what it was like. That was a weird day, right? So I failed that test, but so now I've been nervous about failing any more tests, kind of thing.
Wow, you really run that school, eh?
Yeah, well, grade 9 is hard, but you find your footing in grade 10. I've already figured out who I'm going to prom with in 2 years. It's like you just know yourself right away, and you find your confidence kind of first semester, grade 10, and second semester is just like you got it all figured out.
Buddy, these next 2 years, you have a lot ahead of you. I'm so happy. Like, I don't know. I really think you got to just take it slow and just really enjoy it, because it sounds like you're just having a blast out there.
Yeah, it's going to be hard when it ends. I'm definitely not going to adapt very well out of it. Like, I don't know.
You could join. You could go to a party school. You could join a frat.
I'm not really a partier though, right?
Oh, so you just
I am a wallflower. Like I do.
Yeah.
I'm a popular wallflower. So
okay.
it's weird, right? Like people kind of come to me, but I don't know what the hell to do once they're there, kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like once I'm done high school, it'll kind of be like pretty whatever for me. Like I'll just find a job and do that.
Well, would you ever think about going to teacher's college and then just you go back and you teach at the school, perhaps?
Well, honestly, they say you are what you eat, and I don't know. If I had a fork and knife, I guess I'd put my head between that thigh gap and suck on those Skinner balls. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be, you know what? By the time you graduate, you could probably, like, the technology is going to be so good that you could probably recreate, like, his ball, like, Skinner, and, like, open up your own sort of restaurant or something like that.
Well, that's what people are worried about with AI and stuff, is that, like, anyone could just play Skinner's balls and stuff, you know? So
he's probably worried about
I don't know. I unplugged my Ethernet cable as soon as I heard about that shit. Like, I haven't been on the internet in, like, I don't know when that all started, like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, it's been 3 weeks without chat roulette or Omegle or anything like that for me.
Wow, that's
So I haven't really talked to anyone until today.
well. You are. I couldn't even tell. You're just such a personable guy. So
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, I do after school program about street smarts and get along with others and stuff like that. So I guess it's an extracurricular, but I think it will end up being quite worth it.
Well, yeah. Well, you could also turn. You could turn that. Have you ever thought about maybe you teach one of those street smart classes, or you could become a child and youth care worker if you wanted to.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just want to grow up one day and be confident enough to go up to everyone on the street and rip a big fart in their fucking face.
Amen, brother. Same here. You know what I was just thinking? You probably get along with Peter Pan and his Lost Boys.
Because I'm young?
No, well,
Or because I have a bit of a misfit.
you have a carefree
Right,
attitude
I
and
do.
stuff too.
Well,
and you know, and so you sound a bit like sometimes maybe you feel a bit lost because you're a wallflower or whatever. So like I feel like Peter Pan could teach you some shit.
Yeah. I don't love the green skinny jeans.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. I know it's a bit, but yeah. But everyone has their own negative qualities. But hey, look, you share something in common with him. Look behind you.
What is it?
Your shadow. He plays with his shadow. No, he does.
He's playful. He's a playful guy, eh?
He really is.
I think I'd rather hang out with Optimus and his friends.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I could see you really getting along with Bumblebee.
Yeah. Well, I'm a music lover, right? And I don't know if you've seen the films, but he's only able to communicate through his radio.
Yeah, he is. So his Spotify rap must be insane.
I know. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, if he can only talk through radio stations and stuff, that maybe when he was younger, he would only talk on 99.9 Virgin Radio, but then maybe as he got older, he was able to upgrade to a different number, like, I don't know, the Hawk or something like that.
Oh,
Unless he's still a virgin. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know
no,
if Bumblebee's a virgin.
he
He doesn't move like
That's
one.
a very personal question. I wouldn't even want. Yeah, I feel afraid asking him.
I wouldn't be afraid. I would ask him if he was in if he was a car.
Yeah,
At
that
the
would
moment,
be.
I wouldn't ask him if he was taller than me, but I'm taller than a Camaro. So
Are you actually?
yeah, as of like I don't know, it was like over the summer. Like I used to be like as short as like a what's it called, a dinky car, and then I don't know. I woke up and I'm like about half an inch taller than a yellow and black striped Camaro now.
That is impressive.
Thank you.
You should go down to Service Ontario and really confirm that.
I do.
Because
I
you-
go.
oh, you
I go
asked
to
that.
Service Ontario every morning and I check my height and I get a new picture taken of myself. I order a new ID every day because
Oh.
I do like sometimes I'll do body mods and shit off the cuff. Like I have that kind of like spontaneous thing. So if I saw like a $5 piercing place or like a free Mike Tyson tattoo thing, like I might look completely different one day or the other. So I like to stay updated. And
That's
I don't
a
have
good
any
way.
work or anything like that. Cause,
Yeah.
because of who my dad is and stuff. So
Oh, we should probably get into that.
yeah.
Yeah, your dad is a very powerful person.
Yeah, well, I want to say I am my own person, and I haven't seen this person in years, but that's definitely there, right?
Yeah, he scares me.
He scares a lot of people. He scared me when I was younger, and that's kind of why we don't see each other anymore. But you've seen him a few times.
I've seen him many times, and I make sure I am very nice to him, and I shake his hand because I am really afraid of him lashing out on me because I've seen him lash out on many people before, and it does not end pretty.
No, and honestly, I did bring up that I was taller than a Camaro imagine how tall he is. He's like 3 Camaras.
Yeah, it is so crazy that we haven't brought up that your dad is Yao Ming.
Well, because
yeah.
and you wouldn't be able to tell, right? That's the craziest
Yeah.
part. And no, it's my bad. Like, we could have gotten it out of the way earlier.
I know.
But I don't know. He's busy, right?
Yeah,
and
he's busy.
I'm busy. We're both doing our own things. Like, I'm in grade 10 every day. He's doing his thing every day.
Yeah.
No, and he's a scary guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm very intimidated by him, but yeah, I actually I'm doing a favor for him. I'm having you on the podcast.
Yeah.
And it would have been very not pretty if I didn't.
I want to make it clear. He's my stepdad. So he's my mom's boyfriend.
Yes, but
My real dad is Thanos.
Oh, yeah, I knew that too.
And I see him all the time.
Oh,
My real dad is sick, right? Like, it's a stepdad problem with Yao Ming. My real dad is Thanos, and he is like, I don't know. He's got like a warm personality, and then I see him acting in those movies and stuff, and it's so cool to have your dad like in Hollywood like that.
that must be like you must be the coolest kid in school.
Well, I didn't want to tell people for so long, but I couldn't hold it back after like the whole like how popular Iron Man got and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I guess I wanted a piece of it, but no, he's way different in real life, and yeah, I don't know. I just hope to be like him one day.
Did you ever get any backlash? Like, because like as much as everyone
No.
loves Thanos, no.
No, I didn't. What were they saying?
Well, there's a lot of people who have a problem with your biological father. That's all I'll say. Not me, but
Okay, like what? Half the Earth?
yeah, no, and they'll be silent about it, but honestly, you like, buddy, there's some people who really have a big problem with your dad.
Well, I just want to say, I look up to him, and the way that he's able to split a room with his big glove, I hope that I can split with a big fat stinky fart one day.
But well, I'm sure he's trained you, right? He's taken you to stinky fart classes, right?
Yeah. So when like a lot of people do like mommy and me classes and stuff, but as soon as I was born, so the doctor that delivered me was Yao Ming, and my mom fell in love with him right away. So they instantly started dating.
Yeah.
So Thanos actually stepped up, like, which is pretty rare for fathers and stuff, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So he stepped up, and I don't know, immediately he smelled like one of my diapers when I was young, and he just felt as though it would make sense to bring me to the stinky fart classes.
Wow.
Like from a young age. So like I feel a bit more advanced in that. Like my farts do smell a lot more like shit, like a full shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just appreciative to have one parent even stand by me because my mom watched.
Some people don't get that.
No. And I would not have done well in like foster care and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Adoption agencies and everything,
you
because
told me- yeah.
every woman who runs like the foster homes and stuff, they would not like the smell of my bum. You know?
No, they wouldn't.
No.
But you've also told me a weird thing that like sometimes you rip one of the stinkiest farts of all time, and you told me this like in our pre-interview that after sometimes you rip one of the stinkiest farts of all time, or you like have one of the dirtiest diapers, that it actually can have the reversal effect and has made many people fall in love with you.
Yeah, this is interesting because like the way I was raised, farts either piss someone the hell off or make them roll on the floor laughing, right?
Yeah.
I never expected going into a Hooters, getting all you can eat wings, eating 70 to 80, 90 wings, farting like crazy,
Yeah.
And then literally the servers were giving me tips. They
That's
started giving me $4 or $5
crazy.
at a time per fart. And I did about 140 farts that night. So I guess you do the math, but I was definitely able to go see a few movies after that.
That's incredible.
And that's when they did the Hunger Games pretty close to each other, like breaking or catching fire.
Oh my God.
So I was able to afford to go see those like pretty much simultaneously
wow.
because all the Hooters girls were so excited by like the smell and the noise of all my farts. It was amazing.
I heard that Hooters actually made, well, in 2025 it's coming out that they're making a wing that's the taste of one of your big one. One of the
It's
ones
not-
that was really like lots of people love.
It doesn't taste like it. It smells just like it. Like as it's coming out, it seems like I might be in the room, like my
Okay.
fart at least. But when you bite into it, it actually tastes like a I don't know if this makes sense texture wise, but it tastes like a piss.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
That actually makes perfect sense to me. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
So
like, I want to say I had the idea. I want to give kudos to the guys in the lab and stuff. Like you come up with flavor ideas. You do not want to be the one to make the flavor, right?
Yeah.
Because like you could end up making something gross like vanilla or chocolate or strawberry
Yeah.
and stuff. When you're going for fart, you want it to taste like piss, smell like fart.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to do, because those guys were up for hours making those wings, right?
Yeah.
Now the cooks will take ideally less time to make them. Like I think they'll kind of make the sauce now,
Yeah.
and then the cooks will take less time than it took to develop the flavor of the sauce, because when you order, you wouldn't want to wait 3 years is how long it took
No,
them
you
actually.
wouldn't.
No. So
Damn, son. Those cooks are getting good.
yeah.
You
No,
better
you
hope
have
they-
to be. I guess it's because I don't know. I could only imagine they turn the oven up high and the stoves up higher,
Yeah.
like just to cook the food faster. You get more heat going.
Oh,
I don't know though. I've
Yeah,
never
I
been in
know.
the back of the kitchen. I've been in the dining room. Like I'm a foodie and I love being
Well,
in the dining room
but
and
is
eating
it-
the food.
No, I don't want to dox you or anything, but is it,
Have you noticed that?
buddy? I always had to avoid the cafeterias because of celiac. So I've
True.
never seen one.
Right.
Yeah, frick.
Where did you
man.
go for lunch when you were in like having to be going to school and be around a
I
cafeteria?
go to the train tracks.
And what would you eat there?
Well, I'd eat with the train guys. A lot of the people who work on the rails all have celiac.
It reminds me, when you say train guys, I'm instantly brought back to one of my first classes at Stinky Fart School, and our like leader and stuff really wanted us to get to a point where we could easily stinky fart wherever we wanted to, right?
Yeah.
And we would ask him how to do that, and he'd just say, "Train guys,
Well,
you
yeah.
have to train."
No, you. Yeah. No,
Because you can't just be good at something off the bat.
No, you
hell,
can't.
hearing me play piano sounds like hell.
Yeah,
Because
but-
I've never done a piano lesson.
Well, and you do, are you interested in, because you are gonna take this fart thing far. So I say don't even think about other stuff.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. At this point, I'm just hoping to get to a point that if I were to aim my ass at like a Les Paul or something plugged into a big amp, that you would hear like a Santana solo play through
Yeah.
the guitar kind of thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think you're gonna totally get there. It's just
Yeah.
look.
I'm just not good with the chords and like the patch, like when you get an amp and a guitar. Like I'm not like a tech guy, so I don't know about the chords part.
Wow, have you ever thought about using your butt or whatever as an amp or something?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I kind of depend on it for loud stinky farts and pooing out the food I
Yeah,
eat.
so you don't want to mix, things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Business with pleasure.
well, you could also watch a couple of YouTube videos probably. Just
I
on
know,
the
well,
patchwork thing. Oh, because the internet thing.
I've been
you're
off the internet, right?
Well, what about the library? Do you have any trust in
I'm not allowed at the library.
Oh, all of them, eh?
Well, Toronto Public. There's some
Okay.
independent libraries with like books that a lot of people don't know about, written by some actually smart authors that you can go to. Just at a few friends' houses and stuff that I've met online. You can go read their specific books and stuff like that. But libraries have been part of the past for me for a lot of years.
Was it because you have to be quiet in them?
No, it's so at some point in the past few years, libraries got iPads around,
Oh, yes.
right?
Yeah.
And so they got pissed at me because one time you go up to the iPad, you search what book you're looking for, and I wanted to bake cookies that day.
Yep.
Because I don't know, but I get a sweet tooth once or twice a week.
Yeah, that
Right?
happens to me too. Yeah.
And sometimes it'll be in the middle of the night. So I'll preemptively bake for myself. And then I'll like keep that, like I'll keep some wrapping on a plate on it in my kitchen. And then,
yeah.
So I went to the library and I looked up how to make cookies. I'm not looking up. I know the iPad isn't going to tell me.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a book
Yeah. You're looking for a
that
book.
tells me how to make cookies.
Yep.
And the book comes up. It's like the top selling one, right? It would be the top. And the cover was this like beautiful, like the chocolate was melting, peanut butter chocolate cookie, right? So I took a big bite out of the iPad and now I'm not allowed at the library.
Frick, man.
Yeah.
Oh no. And
Not exactly what he meant when they said Apple products. I'm just happy they didn't call it fucking lava cake products or like, because I do get a sweet tooth sometimes, right? So I would have been lined up at the Apple store if it was named the like chocolate chip cookie store, like
Oh
way
my
faster,
gosh.
right?
You must do a lot of damage to those. Like you would do a lot of damage, like you did with the iPad, because you have your Thanos's genetic teeth. So you must do some wicked damage with those things.
No, I actually got my mother's teeth,
Oh,
which is interesting. And yeah, that's been kind of weird. I got veneers now.
Oh,
Because my mom was a crocodile. So I used to have like a big, long, fucked up situation going.
oh, dude. It's so amazing that if your mom was a crocodile and your dad is Thanos, that you look the way you look.
Well, it's because of the Italian-Irish heritage.
Yeah.
Kind of pushes through an individual, right? And heritage is stronger than who you are now.
Wow, that's so crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Is any, like, I don't know. I thought everyone kind of has that kind of, like, we all have our
Perspective.
things, right?
Yeah.
We do all have our things.
Yeah.
Mine's the sweet tooth.
Have you ever taken Thanos to Newfoundland yet or no?
Yes. And the best part about it was a few years ago.
Yeah.
The icebergs were huge, right?
Oh my gosh.
And he's a large guy, right?
Yeah.
So I was actually able to make him a Mai Tai with an iceberg.
Wow.
Because they have the cutest little tiki bar in every
Yeah.
lighthouse
Yeah.
on the East Coast. So I don't know. He was really happy. It was Father's Day. It was our first Father's Day together because they usually start filming all Marvel movies on Father's Day.
Yep.
And then they wrap on Mother's Day.
Wow.
I don't know why they do it that way.
Do they let him off? Like,
Well, they'll do a late start on Father's Day and an early
okay.
end on Mother's Day, but I guess it's
So,
just because, I don't know, everyone has a mom and a dad.
Yeah.
So everyone has those dates in their head, so it's easier than like April 15th, or something like that. I don't, and honestly, I don't completely know. But yeah, I got him a big rocks glass, and which is, you wouldn't normally use for a Mai Tai, but it's the biggest glass they had. And I made him an awesome little tiki drink, and he really appreciated it. And he said that in the coming years, when he does his snap, that I would not be involved.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
good. So it might just be you then left here, right?
Yeah.
But and him too. So
Yeah. Which would be good because we see each other enough, but like once they're gone, there could never have been enough time after losing.
That's so true.
Right?
So
I have that perspective because I lost my grandpa and he was a great man too, right? So
he was. Some people say he was the greatest.
yeah.
Some people say that he was one of the greatest to ever live.
But
So that's
I don't know.
rough to bring up.
Well, you can't control how things go, right?
You really can't. You can't control what happens in life when grandpas decide,
No.
grandpas go.
And I feel like I don't want to take away from the whole gang's grief just because they lost. 'Cause, like, he had a lot of coworkers and stuff
Yeah.
who knew him longer than me. He died when I was, 14, I think. So a year ago. And, I don't know. I don't want to take away from anyone else's grief and stuff, but like definitely Daphne was heartbroken. Right?
Yeah.
And like he was my grandpa Fred, but he was like there.
He was their work.
Right?
Yeah.
And he came up with the plans and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Luckily, I still see the other, like, I grew up around those guys
Yeah.
as a kid. But, the gang hasn't been the same since my grandpa passed away.
I didn't know that Fred and Daphne, they are the parents of Thanos.
No. Sorry, Fred and Daphne are brother and sister.
Oh.
So Daphne is Thanos' aunt. Does that make sense?
But Fred's also your...
No, Fred dated it. They would put out those videos and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's weird they casted brother and sister, but it's kind of like a Life with Derek thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, in real life, my grandpa had a whole other wife.
Oh.
Yeah. And so that was interesting for sure. Because
Oh,
you see
yeah, I
them on
think
the
you
screen
told me
and you
about
picture
that.
them together.
Yeah.
Well, she liked you when you met her.
She was very delightful to me. She was one of the kindest ladies I ever met.
Yeah.
And damn, man. Oh, I totally forgot about,
It's okay. You know a lot of people. You have a lot of people on the pod.
yeah,
I
no.
can't expect you to remember every detail about me.
Yeah, no. Oh my God. Yeah. How could I forget Fred and how he was your grandpa was your grandpa's wife, your grandma, grandma.
You got to remember.
No, I remember.
She loved
her.
you.
Sorry, I just grandma. Oh yeah, just no. Wait 1 second here. Yeah, no, just no. Oh yeah, I remember her. She was pretty
You guys met. You
short.
said, "Hi, I'm Ben."
Yeah, and she said, "Nice to meet you. I'm Noah's grandma."
Yeah, Big Mama.
Yeah, for Big Mama's
House. Yeah.
But that was just her
was-
nickname.
Yeah. Yeah. And you said, you said, "Hi, I'm
Oh.
Ben." She said, "I'm Big Mama."
No, yeah, she said, "I'm Big Mama," but that's just my nickname because my real name is Denardis.
Yeah. So
You
I'm just
have
happy you've met my whole family at
you
this
have
point.
such a complicated family tree.
Family is hard. Family is complicated. It's not
Yeah.
just me, right?
And that's just one side of the family, right? We're not even talking about here.
I know.
Mom's side, the crocodile.
No.
Yeah.
No. And it starts with her, and she has siblings, bunch of siblings,
Yep.
2 parents and 2 step parents.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore seem to be doing pretty well. Her younger brothers.
Yeah, they're really good, and it's so crazy that her, a crocodile, was related to all these chipmunks.
You know that when the chipmunks ask for a hula hoop for Christmas,
Yeah.
why wouldn't they be asking for a big golden brown peanut
Well, maybe someone was allergic.
in there? Because they wouldn't be.
No,
They
they wouldn't
someone
be,
they're close to.
No, yeah, exactly.
Dave.
He probably had a serious nut allergy that they never talked about.
True, and that's why he's always mad at Alvin, because Alvin is always putting peanut butter on his dick and letting the dog lick it off.
Yeah.
And then the dog greets Dave when he gets home from work.
Yeah.
And he gets an inflammatory.
And that's why Dave got a bit less screen time in the Alvin and the Chipmunk movies, because he was getting a lot of cross thing from what the dog did to Alvin to the dog kissing Dave. So he would go into an anaphylactic shock every time that happened, and it was just so hurtful to him.
Yeah. After everything Dave did for those guys, I don't really understand why. I mean, I don't blame Theodore. He's young.
He's very young.
But I feel like Simon, as an older brother, could have stepped in.
Absolutely.
Talked to Alvin.
Yeah.
And kind of made like a safer scenario for everybody there, because they pushed Dave over the edge. And I mean, I was at the grocery store once and I saw Dave smack Alvin across the face. Like, shut up. Like,
did you call the cops?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, yeah, I hear. Yeah.
Because most of the cops are my buddies, right? So I was meeting them at the bar.
Yeah.
I knew all of them were off work.
Oh shit! Eh?
So you don't if
yeah,
you call the cops.
I forgot you. You are one of the you're one of the youngest cops in Canadian history.
I'm one of the youngest police apprentice.
Oh.
Yeah. That being said, I do get a gun. I do get a squad car.
And I heard that you get to wear because you're the apprentice, you get to wear the Sorcerer Mickey ears.
Yes. Yeah, and I get the special hat from Mario Odyssey too.
Oh.
That way I'm able to jump up on in case someone was like hurt on the skywalk or something, I could spin up.
That's so cool. And you just throw it and stuff?
I'll throw it up. I'll use it to fly a bit. And I'll go up there. If someone's like right about to slip, I'll go up there. I'll tie a little extra knot or something.
Oh, that must be so good too, because like if they ever have any problems on like the moon or anything like that, you can so easily get there with.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really left home, so I'd be kind of freaked out.
You're very homesick, right?
I would be homesick immediately.
Yeah. So don't you normally like, as part of your, like, they do a lot of your training and a lot of your work like just at your house, like in your front yard and backyard, just like kind of like problems around there, right?
Yeah. Well, I have I'm in the bridle path, so I have the room to not really leave, right?
Yeah.
Like I have a big backyard, decent sized front yard, and then
oh yeah, because you're staying with your brother right now.
Yeah. Well, he's not home right now.
Yeah.
He's out. So I'm able to stay with him. And I love walking through. I try on all his clothes and stuff with all the owls on it and everything.
Aww.
And yeah, I don't know.
I was always surprised that like that'd be so trippy, like for Drake to like, it must really a lot of the times must look like the Dursleys' house, right? When all the like Hogwarts Lars were coming in.
Yeah.
Because
of the fan mail and stuff.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
and with all the owls and.
No, totally. Yeah, I don't know. I love staying there. Like shit like that does happen.
Do you think Hedwig should be a Super Smash Bros. Character? No, seriously. You gotta ask yourself.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. You immediately said that, and I just started thinking about what other characters would be good in Super Smash Bros. And I went through a huge list, and then decided, like, yeah, Hedwig would probably be my number one pick as well.
Same here. Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about him.
I would like Hedwig as a character, and also, I don't know what my mind always goes here, but fuck it, Molly Weasley.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of her. I do love Hedwig, and I want to actually give a big shout out to my beautiful girlfriend for getting me a Hedwig fleshlight for Christmas last year.
Dude, that was so kind of her.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you, Ariana, for getting that for me for Christmas last year.
Now, how are you feeling? Is she's good? Is everything okay with her? Like, given the press tour, some people are like, she's going a little crazy. What's your take?
She's a stoner, man.
Oh.
She's a stoner. She's a free spirit.
Yeah.
I don't know. When you're raised by Cheech and Chong like that,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. Okay.
That Ariana Grande was raised by Cheech and Chong. That's
Yeah.
why her and I kind of vibe, because
Yeah.
we have very complicated pasts.
Absolutely. So you both have famous parents, and
Yeah.
that's crazy. That so Cheech. So, and it's but they're both genetically her dad, right? She has two dads and one. They figured it out.
It was a little different than that. So Cheech and Chong are definitely mom and dad,
Yeah.
but they did use like a surrogate.
Oh.
So they got Harold and Kumar to make her instead.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, she has a wow, I thought your family tree was complicated. That must be a crazy when you're the wedding. Like, that's going to be crazy. All those people, are they all going to be able to get
I think we're going to do a city hall thing.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, you start planning and it's like, well, we could spend all this money on a wedding, or maybe we could go to Halloween Haunt next year.
That's so true. Yeah. But doesn't Halloween Haunt kind of feel normal to you given your life?
It definitely feels a little bit like a family reunion sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But maybe that's why I seek that out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just, you've taken your dad Thanos to Halloween Haunt a couple times. And I heard he really likes riding some of those rides. He gets spooked out by the haunted houses.
You know when you get the photo?
Yeah.
I have the funniest photo of, so he has the Infinity Gauntlet on.
Yeah.
Right? And because he got scared, he like quickly jolted. Yeah. And he accidentally snapped. And in the photo, you can see half of the people on the roller coaster poofing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's... I mean, he's just a guy at the end of the day, you know, when he's not doing
And he's a father.
I know, he has a lot of... Yeah, so... I'm sure all those people understood.
My mom figured out how to fuck him over, even though he takes care of me.
Yeah.
He still has to pay child support.
Wow. I would have... Did he have anyone represent him in the courtroom? Yeah.
Actually, that's hard to bring up because she actually did pass away today. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know we'd get into it, but my dad Thanos' lawyer was Eminem's mom.
It was Kim. Oh no.
Yeah. And I don't really have to explain much about her. I'm sure you've heard all the songs, so she was a pretty... So...
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, Eminem didn't have a dad. Kim didn't want to stand up for my dad, kind of thing.
I didn't know she was a lawyer.
She was for 1 month. And then...
she just got out of law school.
Yeah. She left law school. Her first case was a custody battle for me with Thanos and a crocodile.
Oh,
and Thanos lost, and that's why he did all that shit, because he was pissed.
Wait a second.
And when he snapped, he didn't snap Kim.
Wait a second. Did all these people in your family tree? Are they all living in Canada right now too?
Yeah, they're part of the Maloney Canadian universe.
Wow. And why did Kim decide to do law in Canada? Eh?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not Kim. I forget what her name is. Eminem's mom.
Yeah.
Debbie. It's Debbie. Or Debbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just called her Mrs. Shady. And yeah, I don't know. She had like a vendetta for sure. I don't know why she came up to Canada. I think she said she loved how multicultural Toronto was.
Oh, that's why I love.
And it wasn't far from Detroit.
Oh yeah, it's really just a short.
Yeah. So she would leave all her stuff at her trailer in Detroit at 8 Mile and then drive to work. So that's kind of what she only really got one case in because she didn't like feel like it was worth the time.
Do you ever think about having a kid or?
I do. Yeah, I think as soon as I hit puberty and I can do it, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah.
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 I think I think you'd be just hearing you have so much wisdom and so well above your years. I think you'd be the perfect dad.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like I have a pretty bright future ahead of me for sure.
I think you do too.
I'm gonna go to Chart University after high school.
Yeah, you should.
And
So you're just like the apprentice cop thing is just a
it's just like a, people play like D&D and stuff. What's that called? Like a hobby?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a hobby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I don't know. We all find our things to keep
Yeah, I
ourselves
know.
entertained in this crazy little
You know what?
dumpster fire.
I remember when I was in high school, the teachers were always encouraging us, do as much as you can right now. So you're literally doing that. You're putting the pedal to the metal, and you're just, I respect the hell out of you for doing,
Thank you.
keeping busy and just.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, before we leave today, I wanted to surprise you. Just want to surprise you here. Hold on one sec.
Take your time.
Hold on one sec.
I'm still
Usually I
reeling
don't-
off all the laughs.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to surprise you before you leave today.
I get to meet him, eh?
Thoughts?
May I?
Be careful.
Do you get nervous?
Yep.
Well, everyone, I just want to say it's an absolute honor to meet Portuguese Yoshi. As an Italian Canadian, I want to meet any type of person from any nationality and any heritage.
That's
and
beautiful.
for us to come together and me not to double stomp on his head like some people would back in the day. I want to say I'm civil, and I think he's a hell of a guy.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for
letting me meet
handling
him.
with care, and I'm gonna keep him away from your dad.
Can I
because-
ask you one thing?
Yeah,
Has he farted yet?
we're teaching him how, and he's really getting good. He's really getting good.
Perfect.
He's getting good. He loves to just we Black Friday we went to Long and McQuaid, and just both of us just pants off, and we're just going for it.
Really?
Into the mics and like
Yeah.
on the keyboards, and
That's so fun. Yeah, if you fart hard enough at a keyboard, it'll hit a key.
yeah, it will. You're saying that.
Yeah.
Now you own a Long and McQuaid.
Yeah.
Do you think
That's why I kind of came on here today.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come and promote.
Do you think they should
That.
make a Long and McQuaid video game?
I feel like you make video games to fulfill fantasy.
Yeah.
And I don't see why the hell you can't get up, go out there and play the damn instruments in real life yourself.
That's true. That's true.
We got the strings. We got the hole in the guitar for like the center one.
Yep.
We got kind of everything you need to make music yourself. So I would say next time you want to go to a video game to do something you can do in real life, maybe look in a mirror.
That's so you leave me speechless and such a positive way. But
Thank you.
yeah. Well, yeah. So unfortunately the SD card only has a certain amount, but this conversation could go on for a long time.
I
How
agree.
long do you think it could go on for?
I think that it would be good if I came back in 2 years
Yep.
so I could have new life experience and
Grade
stuff.
12.
And we do a 7-hour episode.
Yeah, we should. And
Okay.
you're kind of used to that too, given your dad, because your
Well-
dad has so much movies and
No,
it's
and
very
we
long.
talk for hours.
Yeah.
I'm used to it because
In
of
the
the
morning,
relationship we
right?
have. Yeah.
you just
I start my day with a cup of coffee decaf because I'm in high school. And my dad and I will talk for 7 hours before I go to school. And we
That's
talk
true.
about like simple things.
Yeah.
We'll talk about intricate, deep things as well. So it's like, it starts with small talk and you end up just like talking and talking and talking. And I pretty much only make it to one period of school every day. The last one.
Well, just organize your course schedule to
Yeah.
have the one that counts like at the end. So that's good. Now I gotta ask before we leave though.
Yep.
How does Thanos like his eggs done?
Okay.
Your dad?
He's going to be pissed about this. That
Yeah.
nobody's ever asked.
I
Nobody's
know.
ever known. He's vegan.
That's shocking. So
Yeah.
so does he spare chickens?
Yeah, he spares chickens. He spares monkeys. He spares kind of any animal at the zoo.
Yeah.
He's an animal lover. I remember for my 3rd birthday, he got me a dog, and that dog was like a brother to me until he grew up and kind of became a jackass. But
Oh yeah. Frick, I forgot about your dog.
well, let's just say he is doing his own thing. He can get as big as he wants, and he can be whoever he wants to be. And we're doing our own things now.
Yeah, and he's got a girlfriend,
Yeah.
Emily.
Yeah. And I want to apologize in advance for saying this to everyone out there. I had a great time. But Clifford the Big Red Dog's friend Emily is a bitch.
Here first. This is a totally uncensored podcast. We let the podcast guests say whatever, whether or not it's going to get in trouble, because we need to have unfiltered conversations about the Canadian entertainment industry, and I think that's what we just had here today.
Yeah.
This is. I really hope a lot of people here. Would you? This would be cool. I've brought this up before in a couple of episodes. I always say, but this would be a cool one to put out there in space. You know?
Yeah.
Kinda have like Hey Jude and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just to get to know.
Well, this conversation, like, can teach people how to talk to people, how to express themselves, how to know yourself, how to know others, how to listen, how to learn. I had a hell of a great time talking about the industry.
We covered a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
well, a part two's coming. You can just feel it. It will be next 2 years. We're doing a part 2.
And that doesn't mean we feel like it'll come out in 2 years. We can do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, well, we just got to get an RST card, and
Yep.
we'll be good because we still haven't. We've barely scratched the surface on. We don't. I don't know who your mom's dad is yet. I know who your mom's brothers are, and I want to go further down the family tree and get into your step family, because that to me is as real as anything, right?
For some people,
Brady Bunch.
For some
So,
people, it
yeah.
is. For some people, it is.
So I want you to say hi to Yao, say hi to Thanos, say hi to your mom,
Yep.
and
I will.
Yeah, good luck. With are you doing the literacy test that's coming up later?
Yeah.
You've been studying, or
I've been focused on other stuff recently, but I definitely am going to crunch for it.
good. You're so well read, so I think you'll be totally fine.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me
Literacy test. It might just be Ontario thing, but it's just like Ontario, Canada thing, but it's just a reading sort of comprehension sort of thing. So
on. Yeah.
that everyone has to do. So you're gonna nail it. And
Thank you.
so nice to have you on just to talk about the Canadian entertainment industry.
Thank you. And it's been great to meet you. And this has been really cool.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be talking. We should just have conversations like this in real life.
You can call me.
Okay. I will be.
You can call me whenever. I've got my ringer on loud, and I've got my listening ears ready, but I've got my talking as well voice ready as well. So I'm totally ready to have a conversation with you anytime, man.
Okay. Well, I can't wait for that. This is the Canadian Entertainment Podcast, and thanks for tuning in once again. Lovely, it was a lovely episode. Thank you very much.